Hey, what's up guys, this is Jay and welcome to a guide on the second boss of 10-man normal Kranheim. So this boss has a very simple and predictable pattern. If you're the tank, you want to face the boss away from the group because he does have a cleave attack, which you are about to see. It is called, any moment now, Roll. Now he will always cast these skills in this exact order. First is Ice. One random person that's not the tank will get the debuff, and that person needs to get away from the group. After a certain amount of time, they will turn into a ice fragment. Then it is up to the ranged DPS to kill the ice fragment. If the person with the ice debuff does not move away from the group when it ends, it will freeze everyone. That means wipe. In the 10-man raid, you can actually see who the boss targets for the ice attack. As you can see in the screenshot, one of my raid members are being targeted. If you have a mic and you can do callouts, you can call out their name to ensure that no one messes up. After ice, as you can see here, is the fire skill, which is a stack skill. The fire skill isn't really something you have to worry about since everyone's already naturally stacked up. After fire is lightning, as you can see here. You have less time compared to the ice to roll away from the group. If you don't, the lightning will hit everyone and wipe the raid. It is basically a one-shot skill. After lightning is the Incubator. There are 3 types of incubators and it's random which one you get. It's ice, fire, and lightning. Here you see we have the ice incubator. Burst it down and be ready to rotate around the boss clockwise. There will be black markers on the ground showing you where the beams of fire will spawn, so don't stand on them or you'll get killed by the fire you see up there. Just like in the beginning, one person will be marked with the ice debuff. You actually won't freeze anyone near you when you turn into ice, but keep moving forward. There are 2 ways that you can tell that you have the ice debuff. One is you can actually see the debuff on the left of your minimap. 2 is the person who has ice will actually take damage. So you can tell just by looking at the HP bar of your raid members. Once you turn into an ice, your allies should quickly burst down the ice so that you can keep rotating around the boss. And this process will continue until the boss is done spinning. The tank should be ready to charge back at the boss when it is done spinning so that it does not move out of position, and everyone else should stack back onto the marker. And then the same pattern will repeat. It's gonna be ice, fire, and then lightning. Here's ice, and you can see who it is targeting. And then when they freeze, the range should kill the ice. And then it's the fire stack skill. And lastly, it's lightning. Just like the ice, you can see who it targets. Here you can see the guy with lightning actually rolled into me, almost killing me and himself. The more people it hits, the more damage it does, which is why it is a raid wiper. Now if you do enough DPS, you can actually skip the second incubator like we did here. Keep in mind that if you do skip the incubator, your tank will continue gathering the stacks of defense debuffs. You can see how many stacks of the defense debuff I have on the left of my minimap. When the tank has about 15 to 20 stacks, the tanks should switch. Here you can see that 2 people have fire circles around them. They need to get away from the group. This occurs on the second phase of the boss after the second incubator or the skip of the second incubator. In this run, the boss did not use the fire incubator, so I will show you an example of it from a different run. After killing the fire incubator, stack up together. This is a stack and then spread skill. After the stack skill hits, 2 people will have fire circles, and they need to get away from the group, but keep moving forward. Then be ready to stack back together after the fire circles disappear. Now going back to our original run, this is the lightning incubator. The 2 tanks should just ignore the incubator and go to one of the 3 back sections. After the incubator dies, everyone should be ready to spread out. Everyone will have lightning circles under them. It is okay for the lightning circles to overlap, but just don't touch your ally with it or it will damage them. It is not okay to overlap the lightning circles when the boss uses the skill, any moment now, electricity attack on one person. That person will have a giant marker on their head If you overlap circles with that person, the lightning attack will hit both of you, or however many people have their circles overlapped. Here you are about to see that I have the lightning skill casted on me, so I have to make sure that my circle is not overlapping with anyone else's circle, or we will kill each other. After the boss is done spinning, it's just the same pattern again. Ice, fire, fire circles, and lightning again. But for the second phase, there will be a slow before the lightning hits, so be careful. Don't panic roll away on the wrong lightning debuff. Here's a clip of the fire and then slow and then lightning. The slow debuff actually has a timer on it, as you are about to see on the left of my minimap. The lightning comes immediately afterwards, and that debuff does not have a timer on it. All three incubators actually have a different side effect on second phase. The ice incubator has random circles that will appear on the ground, in which an ice will hit. Don't get hit by that. The fire incubator, you get to have a shield by walking into fire circles in your path. And lastly, the lightning incubator slows everyone. Thank you guys for watching, and have fun in your raids. Jay, signing out.